Welcome back to the Middle Island Country Club on sunny Long Island. Today I'm joined by my friend Juan Baronecci of the Gold Bar team at eXp Realty. Juan is your premier team leader in Manhattan and Miami. This guy's got a goal of 10,000 agents on his team. I can't wait to pick his brain about how he's going to do that. It's tea time, baby. Come join us on Real Estate Agents in Golf Carts, drinking Bloody Marys. I'm Kyle Kelly, the associate broker for the island-wide team at Realty Connect USA. I've spent the last 11 years perfecting my real estate game, but unfortunately, my golf game has really gone to shit. This is my attempt to incorporate more golf into my work life. So hang on while we spoil a good walk while under the influence of real estate, talking about cocktails and talking about anything else that comes up with some of my closest friends in the real estate industry, and hopefully some decent golfers. This is Real Estate Agents in Golf Carts, drinking Bloody Marys. There you go. Mr.
You ready for this?
Baronecci, what's going on, buddy?
I'm doing great, bro. How are you doing?
Thanks for joining me.
Anytime. Thanks for the invite.
So what, a 2-hour drive out here?
2-hour drive.
2-hour drive.
Yeah.
2-hour drive for me to kick your ass out on the
Just
course.
to get my ass whooped.
All right.
So
Sounds good.
We'll see
Do you
who
golf?
finishes first. This is honestly my second time.
Second time.
I've hit the range like 3 or 4 times, but listen, we'll see what happens.
All right. I've been out there once
I
or
played
twice.
some high
too,
school
so-
baseball, you know, same thing, right?
It'll be a horrible swing.
Oh, there we
All
go.
So let's see how this goes. All right, cool. Looking forward
Let's
to
go
it,
for it.
man.
Absolutely.
Let's enjoy. First time I met you was at a YPN event out in Queens.
Yes.
Somebody said, you got to meet Ron.
Yes. Yeah.
He wants to be the next president of LIBOR.
That is absolutely
All right,
correct.
I came over, I shook your hand, you said, yeah, within the next year or two, I want to be president of LIBOR. It's been a little while.
I think it's been a couple of minutes, right?
It's been a little while, but why, has the goal changed? Why are we not president of LIBOR yet?
So it changed as I grew, and I realized that when it came to what I wanted to do, I wanted to help as many of these agents as possible. And it changed in the sense that I went from wanting to be a local president to say, hey, how do I help people on a national level? So that's the only reason I kind of let go of that dream and then started pursuing something else.
Okay, so what's the goal now? Where do you see yourself?
So honestly, I want to get to 10,000 agents on my team in the next 4 years.
10,000 agents.
Yeah.
So I just took on my 10th agent.
There you go. Okay.
So
there you go.
we got to hit a little bit about that.
Absolutely.
How do you get to 10,000 agents? I
Yeah,
love that.
we're going to talk about that for sure.
Let's go tee you off first.
Okay, perfect.
So before we get to the 10,000 agent thing now, your involvement in LIBOR.
Yes.
Right? So I know you've been a president of a chapter.
Well, I was a director for Northeast Queens.
Okay.
I've served as president of NAREP.
What is NAREP?
NAREP is National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals.
Excellent.
Yes, I was leader of the Queens chapter, and then I've been highly involved with NYSAR as a director as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, so getting to this 10,000 agent mark, where are we at now?
As of this morning, I'm at 885.
885
So we're almost at
agents on your
10%.
team. That's the Gold Bar team, right?
No, this is just my overall team within my organization at eXp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The Gold Bar
885.
team is 8 agents, 8 or 9. I don't think we're going to grow past that. I think we've hit our limit.
So 8 or 9 on your specific
my personal team,
that you're overseeing on a daily
Exactly.
basis.
Correct. Yep.
And like I said, I'm at 10 agents as of this week. And yeah, I've already said, stopping here for a little while.
Absolutely,
You know, like trying to
yeah.
keep your thumb on everybody.
There's only
is
so
tough.
many handles you could hold. There's only so many people you can speak to on a given week on every single basis. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh!
Little fade, little fade. Oh, I saw a leaf come down. I don't know about the ball.
Oh!
That's all right. Good call.
in the shade.
Pick it
We're
up on
good.
the way. Good. Not too bad. All right. I'll see you next week.
That's it.
Currently at 885 agents.
Yes, sir.
Now, what does that mean in terms of, you were saying, I'm just gonna throw it out there. You were saying, 10 on your team, 9 on your team, right? But then where are these 885 agents for?
So, essentially what ends up happening is it's such a unique model because I don't have to go out there and recruit all these agents. Essentially, I build out these branches, right? And to date, I have around 40 branches built out of agents that I've attracted to the company who want to go out there and build their own brokerages. Those 40 have then gone out and attracted 1 or 2 agents. Those 80 have then gone out and attracted 160. Those 160 have gone out and attracted 300, and so on and so forth. So I'll have almost basically like my own franchise. We're a giant organization underneath me with close to 900 people.
Nice.
Oof. Whoa, what was that? What was that?
Whoa, this guy
Wait,
outdrove
camera
me,
missed
huh?
that. What was that?
All right, I see how we're playing these days. This is still everything in the bag for me, so only a little ways out.
What are you working with over there?
You watch yourself. So I'm swinging a 5
Instead of
wood.
5?
No, wrong hole.
Right over the hill, baby.
Not in the beach.
Right over.
Up and over the hill, through the woods. To grandmother's house we go. Hey, how are you? Yeah, good form. So you're building out this team underneath you.
Yeah.
All right, 885 agents now, looking to get to 10,000. Are you still in production? Are you still selling? Or?
So I actually stepped out of production probably 6 months ago.
Okay.
I haven't taken a listing. I haven't worked with a buyer. We've been consistently selling anywhere between 10 to 15 homes a month. But that's all me and my team working on their own.
So what does your day-to-day look like? Is it recruiting? Is it training? Or?
My day-to-day is a combination of coaching agents and recruiting agents. And really what I love doing is introducing people to a concept that they didn't even know was possible. Because you have to think of it, we're going 100% virtual. So to take someone from that brick and mortar lifestyle to now this cloud concept, it's a little bit of a transition.
I always said my office is my car, and everything I do is online.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Sky Slope on Sign and Docks. I mean, everything I do is online.
There you go, yeah.
I love an office.
There you go, yeah.
So I have an office for my team. I need to get up and leave the house.
Exactly, yeah.
I can't sit in my basement, especially with 2 little ones at home. So I get up, I go to the office, I go to work.
Correct.
And there's some people need that brick and mortar, even if the operation is completely in the cloud.
I
Good place
agree.
to go.
And that's the beauty about this. I actually have an office in Long Island City. Me and my team use it, but 90% of the agents on the team, they're never going into it anyway. So it's all about adapting to what the agent needs.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's put these things in.
Let's do it.
Little tap it in.
There we go.
There you go.
We got it. Let's go. What is that, 9?
I think we're done for the week, right? Let's talk about your day-to-day. What does it look like when you're not in production, right? So you're training, you're recruiting. What are your daily goals, daily objectives? What does that look like for you?
So it's actually pretty interesting because my daily objective is that of a top agent, right? If you're going out there and you want to produce, you're going to be out there prospecting. So I spend 9 to 12 o'clock every single day, 3 hours a day, just prospecting for new talent, going out there and identifying agents that would make a good fit for the team, and then obviously having consultations with them to see if they're interested. So essentially a lot of my day is still the same as that of an agent. I just changed my target from a for sale by owner or an expired listing to now working with other agents.
Trying to recruit agents.
Exactly.
And then the rest of your day is set on training?
Rest of the day is either trainings that I have set up with the team or consultations with broker owners, independent brokerages, people that would actually be a good fit for this model, or other team leaders as well who would want to transition.
Now, do you do in-office training? Do you record your trainings to get that?
All my trainings are virtual. I do everything via Zoom. Those are the live ones. And then when it comes to actually pre-recorded trainings, I have an entire list of library that I go ahead and share with my agents in case they want to get access to lead generation, marketing, listing presentation scripts, anything you can imagine.
So when you say you get out of production, now I know I'm still producing, but I'm passing a lot of stuff off to the team.
Yep.
My work week probably went from about 80 hours a week down to roughly 40 hours a week now.
Yep.
We can't include this as work though, Kevin. But about 40
This is
hours
prospecting,
a week,
absolutely.
Right? Does it go up from there? Do you think you're working more trying to recruit, or do you think you're working less?
So it really comes down to what I have now, because I've automated my entire team. I have the right managers in place. I have the right back-end staff to support it. I probably work around 5 hours a week when it comes to the actual production side of the business. And when it comes to the recruiting side, it's really as much as I want to. I choose to work a 40-hour work week because at the end of the day, I could be doing that or playing golf. And as you can see, I'm not that good at this. So choose to stick to that.
Well, try to get a little more golf.
And there you go. But that's about it, yeah.
All right, cool. Oh, yeah. So you're now operating a team out of New York.
Yes.
Right, closer to Manhattan.
We actually do all 5 boroughs and Long Island.
Okay.
So from Manhattan out to the Hamptons, I have someone stationed on my team to make sure that area is serviced.
So yeah, you've adopted the idea of the island-wide team.
There you
right?
go,
All
there you go.
across, right?
All across. And then I took a little flight down to South Florida and I said, hey, let me just expand it over there as well.
So you did an expansion team down in Miami?
Exactly. So we have someone in Miami, and then I have another partner agent in Central Florida. And the reason I started that was, hey, 1 out of 4 people here wanted to move down there. So I said, why not continue the experience? And we found some partners down there.
So I'm working right now on my license in North Carolina, South Carolina.
Nice.
I've got a target of Miami in the next 5 years, and then San Diego in the next 7 to 10 years.
There you go.
So looking to expand myself out
I love it. I love it. And listen, I think now as more than ever, we're becoming global advisors, not just local agents, you know?
Absolutely. Now the New York team.
Yes.
And you do a lot of Manhattan, you do a lot of the 5 boroughs.
Yes.
Being out here on the eastern end of Long Island,
Yep.
after COVID, we heard mass exodus.
Yeah.
You know, everybody came out to the island, and we saw it. We saw the money in their pockets, the money in their duffel bags.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Prices went through the roof because people were looking for property. They were looking for a bigger house.
Correct.
What is city living like now? Is the city as empty as they say? I don't get out there.
So I would say 2 months after the pandemic, kind of everyone, we call it like it settled down, right? It was a little bit dry in terms of sales and rentals and things like that, but I'd say over the last 3 months, it rebounded like crazy.
Is it?
Yeah, condo prices are shooting back up through the roof. Year to date, in terms of comparison to last year, I think prices are just way higher. So it's back, it's hotter than ever. And
So when we look back at these charts, it's going to be a blip.
Exactly.
It's not going to be, oh, that killed New York. And
Not at all. It was a time for you to go in there and swoop in a good deal,
Yeah.
but now those deals are gone. Everyone wants to get back to the city, the hustle and bustle. You can't ever let go of it, you know?
Gotcha. And it's funny because I predicted probably the opposite. You know,
Yeah.
During COVID, we're all locked in our basement, locked wherever we were
Yeah.
locked, and just kind of making predictions and trying to figure out what to do with our income and our industry.
Yeah.
And I had predicted that it would take a generation for the cities to come back. It would take the next young kid to go, you know, it's a good place to live? In the city, in Manhattan, right?
Yeah.
I really thought it was going to be this exodus and people just abandoning the city lifestyle for a while. But you're telling me it's the opposite.
Yeah, I think it's coming back stronger than ever. A lot of the new generation, they want to go out there and try living in the city for the first time. Restaurants are open, clubs are opening back up, bars are opening back up. So I think in terms of excitement right now, yeah, it's pretty hot, but who knows where that could turn out in a
Well,
couple of years.
that to me means our suburbs, these prices are going to start to come down a little bit. The demand's going to dwindle a little bit.
We'll see.
Maybe some of those that were in the market previously with an
Yeah.
FHA, not necessarily conventional, at 3%, 5% down.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to open up the opportunity for them again because the competition will start to.
Exactly,
to
yeah.
go off a
But
little bit.
listen, inventory is still really tight, so as long as that's happening, prices are going to be through the roof.
Right. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're over there. I'm over there.
Okay.
Let's put these things in the cup. That did not move the way I thought it was going to move.
Let's get it.
This is the type of hole that separates the men from the boys, all right?
And why is that?
Because it's only 100 yards. If we can't put it on the green from here, we should just go home.
That's
after
it.
this
We'll
hole,
call
right?
it a day.
Separating the men from the boys. Separating the top agent from the average agent.
Okay.
So what do you think is the difference between the top producer and just the average everyday agent out there?
One word, focus. That's what it comes down to. How focused is that one agent on his end goal versus every other agent in the market competing with him?
Now, is it just about focusing on the goal? Focusing on those steps that you got to take to get to the goal?
I think it's both. Number one, they have to be focused on the goal in the sense that there are so many opportunities thrown us every single day, right? You're gonna have people that come up to you and be like, hey, why don't you come invest in this? And why don't you get started in Bitcoin? And then we have crypto, day trading, e-commerce, Shopify, Amazon.
They're going to catch those shiny little objects everywhere.
We could call it the shiny object syndrome,
Yeah.
right? Where there's so many ways to make $1 million a year that people continue to get distracted. So a focused agent is an agent that knows what business they're in. They understand what their goal is. They understand how many houses they want to sell, and they get rid of all the other distractions just to focus on their day-to-day. And if an agent could go out there and from 9 to 5 do the same thing every single day over a period of what, 3, 4, 5 years, there's no stopping that agent.
Absolutely. I always equate it to, and I've probably ripped this off from another coach at some point, but building a bridge.
Yeah.
And agents tend to start to build the bridge, and then somebody else says, oh, we can build a better bridge over here, and they never finish the bridge. They start building another
Exactly.
bridge. Oh, we can build a faster bridge over here, and they keep building these bridges halfway across,
Yep.
3/4 of the way across, and they never see to the finish line.
Yeah.
Build that bridge all the way across to the finish line, then say, how do I add another pillar?
Yeah.
How do I make my business bigger and expand?
And that goes into the complement of focus, which is patience, right? You can be the most focused person on the planet. You can give it your all for 6 months. You're not going to see the results of that labor for what? Another 3-4 years. So you got to combine the both.
I was just chatting back and forth on Messenger this morning, actually, with an agent down in Florida.
Yeah.
And she was recently licensed, and she's already looking to move brokerages, and already picked up, went back to her old job. And, oh, this is just so hard to try to make money right away. I said,
Yeah.
I told you from day one, it takes a while, man. Like, most
Absolutely.
agents aren't seeing a return for, like you said, 3-4 years, right? It's focus and discipline for a long time.
I've
It's a long
interviewed several multi-million-dollar producers, people at the top making 7 figures a year, and the majority of them, I'd say 90% of them, first year, make less than 10, 20 grand. So if that was the judgment, or that was the metric on what we're judging these people on, majority of these 7-figure producers are terrible agents, right? But after 2, 3, 4 years, they get the hang of it, they stick through, and then boom, out of nowhere, they start shining.
How about you? How long have you been licensed?
I've been licensed for 5 years. I got my license, I would say June of 2016.
So I would call you an overnight success then.
Well, here's the thing,
5
no
years.
one knows this, but my first 12 months in the business, I made around 7 grand in commissions. You can't live off that.
I share this with everybody when I teach my business planning class. My first year in real estate, which was 11 years ago, I made $632.
There you go. Well, you didn't lose money,
But
right?
don't worry, I doubled my money the following year. Right. And it took that
That's
third
100%.
year.
That's 100%
Right,
boost.
right.
Absolutely.
But
yeah.
it took that third year. But what it really took was, like you said, focus, right?
Yeah.
I was chasing this shiny object, bartending at night, detailing boats during the day, swinging a hammer on the weekends, doing
Yeah.
every other thing other than focusing on my business.
Correct, yep.
And then in my third year, I said, am I gonna do this job, or am I just gonna make it a little side hobby?
Yeah.
I said, let me focus on it. In year 3, yeah, I turned around and I made close to 6 figures, just under 6 figures. I said, oh, I can make a living doing this.
Yeah.
Now, how do I make 6? How do I double that? How do I triple that?
Correct.
Right? So,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's all about that focus. Without jumping in full force, both feet wet, swimming to the shore before the sharks get you, you're not gonna see the result.
100%, man. Couldn't agree more.
So let's focus on getting this ball in the hole. Way off to the right.
It's all downhill from here.
That's great.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with this guy. What is this thing? Oh my goodness. Come on, Kyle. Where the hell is this thing?
While Juan's looking for his ball, this Lost Ball Bloody Mary break's brought to you by.
Hi, my name is Brianna. I'm the bartender here at Middle Island Country Club, and this is how we do Bloody Marys. Enjoy, guys.
Thanks, Brianna. You know, I know she's using a mix, but something about those mixes that aren't too bad, you know? It's like, so you don't gotta throw all these different ingredients in and garnishes on top. Very simple, but it's still, yeah, it still tastes good. Yeah. Good job.
You ready to hit the next hole?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Cheers.
Cheers. So Kyle, what are your thoughts on working with a good mortgage lender?
It's probably one of the most important pieces of the puzzle right now, right? So there's a lot of my sellers right now moving out of state. And the biggest issue we're running into is mortgage brokers outside of our area that just aren't familiar with how we do things here on Long Island.
Yeah.
Right? So when you're trying to buy here on the island or trying to buy here downstate New York, having somebody who's really familiar with the process and knows that there's more than just one or two products out there for you, right? Go out searching for the right product for the buyer, I think is one of the keys. And they got to do their due diligence, man. I'm tired of seeing, in my opinion, just BS paper, right? Like, don't write me a pre-approval unless you've actually done the look into their financials, gotten the W-2s, run the credit, right? And sometimes those pre-approvals just aren't worth the paper they're written on these days, and you really got to vet the lender. Right? So I know I try to have my buyers work with the lenders that I know, like, trust, and I know they're doing the right job. But sometimes when we're fielding those offers on our listings, it's tough to make sure they're using the right lenders, right? So you really got to do above and beyond vetting of those lenders.
Absolutely, no, and I think it's crucial to have that good lender that you could trust and is going to do the right thing as part of your team, you know? Because if you're going to go out there and you're going to be pumping out deals, it's only a matter of time till one of those deals falls through or doesn't make it to contract, because as you mentioned, a lot of these people don't vet their financials, so I think it's crucial.
A lot of it doesn't even come down to the company, right? It comes down to the lender itself, it comes down to that loan officer themselves.
100%, absolutely.
They can move around a little bit if they need to, but if I know that loan officer knows what they're doing and how to get a deal done,
correct,
I'm gonna follow them wherever they go.
That's it, absolutely.
It's hot out here.
Absolutely.
You ready to sink these and maybe go grab a bite to eat?
Let's call it a day.
Yeah, I can use a cold one. I'll put it in first, eh? Ah!
Ready, set.
Ah! All right. Ah! Great round.
That was it, my man.
Thanks again for joining me.
Anytime, man.
Took that
Thanks
trip
for the
out
invite.
Here.
Yeah.
Sure you're glad you drove 2 hours to stand in the heat all day. Hey, not a bad round, though.
Could have been in the pool, man. Just think about it.
This has been a Sky Limitless Media production.